come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Always got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Mahomes now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong. But now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Blitz! Blitz!
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, baby!
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. We'll play time, guys. Let's go. We got 18 loves to go deep. Put a body on. Put a body on.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Move 15.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Come on, let's go.
this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. So they're happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Jones has it. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Pass the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Zebra. 12.
They toss to Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Run left.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
95.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you we won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, 14. 380. Zebra.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
34.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Right, move the team. 4 down, check, 4 down. Let's go, 14. Hey, 50. Shotgun.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in. Inbounds there. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Don't take forever, okay? Gun. Shotgun. 14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Good move at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Powers past him at midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. from midfield. Here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's go. Oh. 3 down. 12. 14.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Tempo. Right. Mulaney. 18.
Here's Wilson. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taylor Gabriel, 94 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now he's forced out right. And he's going to go down again.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Down right around the 25. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shotgun. Tempo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Gurley looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z. So. Ace.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Left. Z. So. Z. Left.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
They'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds.
Brandon, that tackle right there, that might have just saved the ball game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will even our score at 21. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So out now come the Redskins. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Freeman again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Dumps it off to Gurley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They get it to him running left. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cowboys, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, It was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.